Hey everybody, it's Alan, and I hope you are doing well. So we've spent this week revisiting Queen of the Murder Scene and doing the last 4 individual songs that I had not produced videos for previously. I had done the entire album, chapter by chapter, in both the live at the Lunario performance and the original studio version, but there were a few songs that I had not hit individually, so we've spent the last week doing that. I am going to give you a couple of seconds to go get a tissue because I know this song makes many of you cry, as it definitely makes me tear up, so I'll wait. Okay, you got your tissue? Okay, here's the end.
I don't regret, wish I could forget, 'cause all the things I've done and all the things I've said don't go away. They stay with me like a constant loop inside my mind that's always on repeat. I know it was wrong, but there is nothing to be done anymore. I won't forgive myself, 'cause pity doesn't help anymore. This is the end, so long my friends. Stars always seem to fade, it's a little too late to with bloodstained hands I make amends. Stars always seem to fade, it's a little too late to start over again. They'll never know, 'cause I'll never say anything about the memories that live inside my head. They stay with me, they don't go away. They haunt me every night while I'm lying in my bed. This is the end, so long my friends. Stars always seem to fade, it's a little too late to with bloodstained hands I make amends. Stars always seem to fade, it's a little too late to start over again. There's nowhere to run. What have I This is the end, so long my friends. Stars always seem to fade, it's a little too late to with bloodstained hands I make amends. Stars always seem to fade, it's a little too late to start again. Start again. Start
Man, I love that last bent note. I do. I love that last bent note. I kind of love it and hate it, to be completely honest with you. I hate it because it signifies the end of the actual album. Last week when I was playing it on repeat at work, I remember being all the way across the room and hearing the album, hearing this song come on and thinking to myself, oh, I gotta run across the room and basically restart the album, which I did for at least 1 or 2 days straight, where I played Queen of the Murder Scene over and over and over again for 8 hours. Thankfully, I work in a workspace that I'm kind of alone in for the most part. And though people are coming and going, clients are coming and going, and coworkers are coming and going, I kind of have the room to myself for most of the day, with the exception of working with clients anyway. And so I don't have anybody to push back on me playing an album on repeat. At least most of the time I don't. And so I did. I remember specifically being about 50 feet away and thinking to myself, oh my God, this song's going to end. And I got to get over there and go back to the beginning, go back to Dust and start the album over again. And I remember thinking that specifically when I was working with a client and thinking, okay, I got about 3 minutes to finish up this particular interaction, let the client settle on what they were working on, get over to the computer where I'm playing the album, go back to the beginning and start it over again. I don't know whether that took away from my work with the client or not, but I definitely remember thinking I had to do it. The guitar riff that reappears at the end and at the end of the first verse or after the first chorus reminds me of something, and I can't remember what it is, but there's a song by another artist that it almost seems to be a reference to or a callback to, and it's escaping my brain, and I'm wondering if I can come up with it before I end this video.
I don't regret, wish I could forget, 'cause all the things I've done and all the things I've said don't go away. They stay with me like a constant loop inside my mind that's always on repeat. I know it was wrong, but there's nothing to be done anymore. I won't forgive myself, 'cause pity doesn't help anymore. This is the end. So long, my friends. Stars always seem to fade. It's a little too late to replace the end.
All right, so technical thing about that particular song. Ali's bass has a particular buzz in it. Now, I think if I am critiquing the sound that I'm hearing, it's her action's really very low, and the low action is probably overdriving the piezo pickup that's working really hard to play with her, probably on the low E string specifically. You can hear it. It's just a little bit of a rattle that you can hear, and it's very, very evident in the very beginning of the song. And I'm watching Ali while this is going on, and I'm thinking to myself, from what you all have told me and what I've seen in other videos, she's a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to her craft, and I wonder just exactly how much that was driving her nuts. Again, it's sort of one of those situations where she's playing an acoustic bass, which she's not, I'm not saying she's not comfortable on it, but it's not her primary instrument. Her primary instrument is the standard electric bass, whether these days would be the Spectres. So that little bit of buzz, it's like it's an acoustic, it's a bronze string, it's probably, again, very low action, and the low action is causing the piezo to have this little bit of a buzz that's going on. And again, just knowing from what you all have told me, and again what I've witnessed, that she is very, very meticulous in her bass lines and her sound. And of course, I've heard the stories and watched the videos of again, Pau and Dany saying that yeah, Ali is the most strict musician of the three. Again, that's not the way that it was put, but you can just be like, yeah, Ali with her, her perfect tempo and perfect pitch, really nitpicks every little detail. And I'm basically thinking that she was probably nitpicking that in this performance. You can also watch, again, as I said in the video for, I think it was Hunter, where Pau is having to play in a very restricted form because she's playing on an octopad, and so her drums aren't spread out, and she's having to be a little bit careful to play the right trigger at the right time, in a very condensed space, and not her natural arm movement that she would have on her full kit.
I don't regret, wish I could forget, 'cause all the things I've done and all the things I've said don't go away. They stay with me like a constant loop inside my mind that's always on repeat. I know it was wrong, but there is nothing to be done anymore. I won't forgive myself, 'cause pity doesn't help anymore. This is the end, so long my friend. Stars always seem to fade, it's a little too late
my God, what does that riff remind me of? I don't know why I'm thinking this. I really don't. I don't know if this is the riff that I'm thinking of or the song that I'm thinking that riff calls me back to. But it kind of reminds me of that Bryan Adams song from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. You know, the Kevin Costner Robin Hood. And I don't know if it's that song. I don't think that it is, but for some reason, that's what popped into my head. And again, I'm not, she didn't rip it off. It's not, she didn't steal it or anything like that. It's a beautiful, harmonious, melodic riff that perfectly fits the structure and the sound and the vibe of the song. There's nothing critical about this, but it reminds me of something, and it's going to bug the shit out of me until I figure out what song that riff sounds like. I mean, there's a part of me now that's flashing on the Berlin song from the soundtrack to Top Gun. And I don't know. I just don't know. I really don't know. But to me, audibly, it sounds like a callback to something. And again, I know it's not. I know it's a melodic line that just perfectly fit the song when they were recording it and writing it. But it's something. Anyway, feel free to leave a comment. We can talk about it further. Hopefully you had your tissue and your eye is dry now. And I don't know whether this is the last video that we'll do based on any songs from Queen of the Murder Scene or not. But for now, we've completed the album. So again, unwillingly, I guess, this is the end of that. Like I said, feel free to leave a comment. We can talk about it further. Just know that I appreciate all of you and I wish you well.